everybody, Randy from Rashley's BBQ. Today we're going to be cooking loaded beef ribs on the Primo XL400. We got this from South Texas Outdoor Kitchens over at San Juan. Really nice guys. Y'all need to check them out if you're down here in the Rio Grande Valley area and you're looking for barbecue or outdoor playground equipment. Let me get the meat prepped and we'll be back. Ready to prep the ribs. We're going to be using Chupacabra rub, their original formulation. But we're going to be looking for layers of flavor, so I'm also going to lay down some onion powder, not salt. Don't want the extra salt. Some garlic powder and some paprika. The Chupacabra has some paprika in it, but I'm looking to give a little more color. Not going to change the flavor profile that much, but a little more mahogany color to it. And we're going to be rubbing the ribs down with olive oil before we put on the seasonings. Let me get everything adjusted and we'll get to it. The first thing we want to do is take this this bit of a membrane off of the back side of these. So just need to get up under it and pull it free. That might take a little while, so I'm going to go ahead. You get the idea though. Just get up under that membrane wherever it's at, however you can get under it, and pull it free. The easiest way to do that is to get some paper towels to help get a grip on it. So let me go grab some towels and do that, and then we'll be back. So you get the idea. Let me just finish that up and I'll be back. Okay, we've got the membrane off the back side. We flipped them over. We're looking at the front side now. If you look at them, you can see we've got 1.5 to 2 inches of meat on these ribs. So that's nice loaded ribs. There's a silver membrane here on the front, that silver skin, and that's kind of tough and sinewy, so I'm going to get my knife up under that silver skin and kind of just cut it off without getting too much of the meat. There, you can see that. So let me continue to work on it and I'll be back. That's about the last of it. There you go. You saw all that silvery skin on there earlier. Well, trying to keep as thin as possible and get just the silver skin off without taking too much meat. We were able to accomplish that. Now we're ready to, we're going to turn them over and we're going to put about a 1/4 inch slit down in between each rib just to let some of the seasonings penetrate, because they typically won't penetrate that fat side. I'm not cutting more than about a 1/4 inch deep. There we go. That'll let some smoke get in there and let the seasonings get in there. Get the seasonings on. Start out on the back side. We'll put a little olive oil to help the seasoning stick. That's good. Down in those cracks. You know what? I'm going to olive oil both sides, and then I'm going to change one of my gloves so we don't make a mess with our seasonings. All right. We'll keep this hand clean. Do the back side first. A little Chupacabra. Onion powder. Garlic powder. Not too much of that. And then paprika for some coloring. All right. Then we're going to take the jacquard and go in between the bones here punch it down a little bit, flip it over, and we're going to repeat on the front side. You could also have a rub that already has all of the seasonings mixed up in it, but we're just going to apply them separately. Now we're going to punch down those seasonings. A little more of the Chupacabra over the top. And that's about it. I'm going to take this inside. I'm going to wrap it in saran wrap and stick it in the refrigerator overnight. And tomorrow morning we'll fire up the grill. So let me go get this wrapped up, come back and clean up my mess, and we'll be ready for a clean start in the morning. See y'all then. Good morning, everybody. Everybody else is still in bed, but we're going to get the grill started so we can do this 8 or 9 hour cook, whatever it's going to take. Beautiful morning out here. We're going to use one of those Weber paraffin wax fire starters, maybe 2, just to get a small fire started, because we're only going to run about 250 today. So let me reposition the camera, be right back. Here's that little fire starter. We don't want to start a very large fire. It'd be hard to control. If we start the fire in just one place, it'll be a lot easier to keep control of the fire. So just throw a few coals around that, let it go to work. Let's give that 5 or 6 minutes, and then we'll shut the lid and start adjusting the fire. We'll be back. Okay, we're going to go traditional South Texas. We're going to use Mesquite for our flavor wood. We're getting our Good One lump charcoal. Good One lump, that's the brand name. Very uniform shape and size. We're going to go with about 4 small chunks of mesquite wood for our flavor wood. All right, y'all. I'm going to let that get settled in. Bottom vent wide open. The top vent is going to be wide open when I shut it, until we get the temperature start to come up. We'll be back. Okay, everybody, we're back. The grill is kind of stable at 250, 260. I put my stoker on, but I'm not running the blower. I'm just using it to watch the grate temperature, and we'll use it to watch the meat temperature as a remote thermometer. Got the ribs here. They've been in the refrigerator overnight. You remember we seasoned them yesterday. Let's go ahead and get them ready to throw on. Oh, that does look good. Oh, it smells good too. All right. We don't really have the grill set up for direct and indirect in a typical sense of the way they're set up, but we do just have the fire burning on this end, and even though we don't have a divider or a heat deflector, we're going to cook the meat on this end. I'm going to put a probe right here just to monitor the temperature of the grill. And we're going to get a probe in the meat just to get an idea of meat temperatures. I know I'm in front of the camera, I apologize. Let me just get it shut there. Okay, so let's just let her sit here and run a while. Keep the temperature stable around 250, 260, and we'll be back to check on it in a few hours. We're going to try to just leave it closed as much as possible. We're back. It's been about 8 hours, give or take a few minutes one way or another. And the meat is up to 201 degrees, 202 degrees, somewhere in that temperature range. It's almost done. The temperature of the pit has been running about 250 at the grate, 250 to 260 the whole time. So let's take a look. So here's what we got. We got ribs. Oh, that bone's about to fall out. Nice and soft. Look at that, kind of like a marshmallow or something. Oh, that's good. So we're just going to give it a few more minutes. Try to get them up to about 205, about 3 or 4 more degrees, and then we're going to pull them off. So let me give them just a little bit longer, and we'll be back for the final. Okay, we're back. We let them go another 10, 15 minutes. They're up to 204, 205 internal temperature, and they're soft, tender. So we're going to go ahead and pull those guys off, take them inside, and get ready to taste test them. There's what we got. Go ahead and shut the grill down. Let it go out so we can save the rest of our charcoal. Let me get them inside and we'll go take a taste test. Hey everybody, we're inside now. Got that nice pan of ribs there. That's the bottom side. We'll go ahead and cut them apart. Oh, you can see the smoke ring there. Looks like just about a 1/4 inch of a smoke ring. Nice and juicy and spongy and wonderful and every adjective you can think of. Cut a little piece off right here. Here we go. Just pulls apart. Whoa! Almost fed the dogs. Oh my gosh. That is to die for. They call it brisket on a stick. You can see why. Man, that's good stuff. So, I want to thank Rick and Richard over at South Texas Outdoor Kitchens. They invited down Chris Marks, 8-time American Royal Champion. Guy really knows what he's doing, obviously, if he's won 8 times at the national level, the American Royal, the competition for barbecue in the United States. He's the one that showed us this beef rib technique during a class I took last week. All I did was follow his instructions today, and it's awesome. So, hope you all have enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed it, click like. If you like the channel, I would appreciate it if you'd subscribe. And we'll be coming to you again soon with another video. Until then, this is Randy from Rashley's Border Q saying adios and hasta la vista.